Hey guys, it's me, Lex, and welcome back to Grand Theft Auto 3, where we're going to be checking out the Infernus. This is my favourite car from GTA 3. It's really cool and sporty looking.
And it has finally been added inside of GTA 5 with the power of mods, and actually it's been rebuilt. This is like a whole new thing. This is the Hijak Tachyon, or is actually what I really want to just call it, the Infernus from GTA 3, because that's pretty much what this looks like. Look at this. In fact, let's just fix this up. It's a little bit broken. Look at this. Does this not instantly remind you of the Infernus from GTA 3? I absolutely love this thing. I actually got to admit that the Infernus wasn't even my favourite car from GTA 3. My favourite car from GTA 3 was actually just the Banshee. And then next up was probably the Mafia Sentinel. I tell you what, I really wish we had modifying stuff for GTA 3 because I really want to go back and modify those cars. Oh man, that's a real shame. But take a look at this. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to open everything up so we can take a nice closer look. So we have our doors which open like this, which the original Infernus never did in GTA 3 as far as I remember. I'm pretty sure there were no special doors like this inside of GTA 3 at least. Then we have the hood, which is at the back here with our engine. Ooh, we've actually got some 3D modeled engine, Tachyon V12 written on there. Very cool. And then we have the trunk at front and back. I thought they would be separated into trunk 1 and 2, but no. It's all tied to the same thing. We even have a little trunk at the front here with our first aid kit. Oh man, this has got some nice detail to it. The trunk 2 does nothing. Okay. Let's get the hood back down and close these doors. Oh, get a load of that. Get a load of this car. It looks very 90s. I think the thing that excites me about this is just the fact that it reminds me of GTA 3, and that is always a winner in my book. GTA 3 is probably the most influential GTA game for me. I'm sure I've told you guys about this before, but the first time I ever played GTA 3, it absolutely blew my mind. Bearing in mind this was 2001, and the only sort of car racing games, well, like free roam driving games that I've had before were things like Midtown Madness or Driver. Driver 2 was one I played especially because you could actually get out the car in Driver 2, which was pretty insane for the time. And then a year later, Rockstar come out with this game that just had so much detail. And the thing that blew my mind was jumping into that Kuruma and driving forward on that bridge right at the start of the game with 8-Ball. And the game gave me the freedom to keep the door open as I drove. Normally games at that point were very linear. They didn't want you to deviate at all. And then suddenly this game comes out that gives you so much freedom that you could drive around with a door open. It sounds quite odd now to say this because everyone goes like, yeah, what's so cool about that? But at that time, that was insane. That was like the old games like the Colin McRae series. When you used to crash into the old tape barriers, you used to just smash your car to bits. When they started being deformable and you could actually drive through them, that was mind-blowing at the time. A lot of you younger gamers might not really fully get how cool that was. I'm sure some of you older guys like me would definitely understand the feeling that I'm on about here. And there isn't actually, annoyingly, sadly, there's not really anything to do to this car. There's no tuning parts, which is a huge shame. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to change the colour first of all. I want to go for something really out there. I want to go for a nice purple flip. I want to go for something very 90s on this one. So actually I'll go for a blue flip. Something like a royal blue. I'll go to metallic. And what have we got here? Midnight purple, Spinnaker purple. Maybe actually we might want to get a different pearlescent colour for this one. Red. Ooh, there we go. That's the stuff. That's what we want. And then for the wheels, I'm actually going to check out some of the wheels that we checked out in the last video because there's a lot of stuff here. There's a whole new load of brand new wheels. Oh man, what is going to go with this? There's actually quite a lot of wheels that do go with this. Although perhaps not the tuner wheels. That does look a bit strange. That's not, I don't know. So I've actually seen like a Lexus that had rotors on it and it just doesn't work. It's just one of those combinations that you just shouldn't do. Ooh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Let's go for the tri-spoke. I'm going to go for the color and I'm going to see what sort of color I can get in the middle. Although we won't be able to get a flip color, so it might not work out as cool. Maybe just match that with a purple. Midnight purple on the wheels. I don't know. It could work. and then we're jumping to V-Starter here. And the wheel size is actually alright. I'm going to make the wheels wider though. Actually, they might be a little bit too big. I'll make them a little smaller. Something like that might fit a bit better. And then we'll slam it down. We'll actually get this flush. We've never actually modified a car like this and made it flush before. So we'll get that flush. Get some rear camber in there. This is definitely a look. Maybe it's not exactly what we're all polling for. But do you know what? It doesn't matter. It's all a load of fun. And there we go. And also, we'd never checked out the interior, really. We'd had a quick browse, but I never properly took it all in. Yeah, that's an old style. Let's just zoom out so we can see it better. Oh, there we go. Got a nice gated shifter there, looking very nice. And there we go. Here is the Tachyon. It's only a short video. I wanted to just check this out and show you guys and let you guys know that this thing exists. If this comes out with an update with tuning parts, you bet your sweet bottoms that I'm going to check this out. But for now, I just wanted to have a quick reminisce about GTA 3 because it is one of my favourite games of all time just because of how important it was to me growing up. And actually, I'll leave this video with a question for you guys. What is your favourite GTA? I feel like a lot of you might say GTA 5 because I think a lot of you, this was like your first GTA that you really experienced. I think the other common one might be San Andreas, but I really want to hear, maybe there'll be some of you that even like the older ones, the top-down ones, like GTA 1, 2, and London. But for me, GTA 3 is just absolutely amazing, and so that is why I love this car, because even though it's not an exact replica, it still looks like a modern rendition of the Infernus, and for that, I'm excited for it. I'm happy for it. I love these rear lights with the guards on it. That is so cool and 80s. I love it. Right. There we go. That's it. Just a quick one. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.